Hi friends, welcome back. And so far we have just discussed how to work or how to write the codes to read the data with the help of list input. Now it's time to start learning the column input. So like when data is aligned into the column, we can use the column input. If raw data satisfy below conditions, then we can use the column input to read. Character variables can be up to 32,767 bytes and are not limited to the default length of the 8. Character variable can contain embedded blank. You can read fields in any order. A placeholder is not required for the missing value. A blank field is a blank field is read as missing. Does not cause the other value to read incorrectly. You can skip over any part. You can reread the values and you can read standard numeric and the character format values in formats are ignored. So let me just go to the, I would say code. Now you just see, if you just see here, this data is properly aligned in the columns. So that's what column input means. And what do you see here? So like each of these, like first we do have the employee ID and these employee IDs are just keeping or occupying the three space or three column. Then we do have separator, which is like this negative sign or dash. Then we do have name, and names are just mainly name values are just available from here to here. Okay. Then we do have another separator. Then we do have age value. Then we do have another separator. Then we do have this value. So as this data looks good, and if we want, we can mainly skip these values as well. But like whenever you just get data, you don't get this way as I'm just doing. But column input will work in this case as well. Okay. We don't need to have even separator. And in this kind of data, what we need to notice is we need to write this way. Employee ID is like 1, 2, 3. Okay. Then fourth space is being occupied from here. Then name is from fifth to 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 15 to 17. Okay. Then we do have one space. Then we do have age, which is like 19 to 20. Then we do have another space, address or city, and it is 20, 21, 22 to 22 to, we will count it 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, and 31, like this is 31 and 32. So it is up to 32. So these are the column names, column numbers we need to remember while reading data with this. So you can just see that data is aligned in the columns, which we have already here. Then it can have up to 32,767K characters. So you can just see like we can have long characters. I have just written down smaller here, and like default not need to be 8 length. Character can come embed the space. You can just see name is being name is just having the space as well. Then you can read any order. This I will explain you. Placeholder is not required. You can just see that wherever we do have the missing value, we have not applied the dot as we were just doing in the case of the list input. Here as well, we are not having anything. So we have not applied the dot here. This way, dot, dot, dot this way. Okay. Then you can skip over this. We can do. I'll just explain this. I will explain. And this is the last thing. But still, Data should be there in the numeric standard numeric and character format. Okay, so how we can read this? So for that we will just say data. I'll just create the library. I'll just copy this. I'll just lib name A. So I'm just assigning A, but you just need to give proper name, call input. Okay, and then we will just say input. We do have emp id. We do have name, we do have age, and we do have city. Okay, so whatever variables are there as a character, what we will just do, we will just give them as employee ID is numeric, we can keep it as it is. For name, we can give the dollar. Age, we can leave it as it is. And for city, we will have to give dollar. And now we will just give the data lines here, and then we just give run here. Okay, and one colon here as well, semicolon, sorry, and this way. Now we need to tell like from where to where employee ID needs to be read, like from where to where name exists. So for this, like what we will just do, like employee ID, we just mainly did this exercise here. So we will just write it this way. And for name, we will write it after the dollar, we will just give it this way. And for age as well, we will give it this way. And for city as well, we will give it this way. And we just run this. Now let me just show you that we haven't got any error in the log. And if we come here, you can just see everything is getting read properly. And the numeric value, which is age, is just been represented as dot, and missing value for the city is just represented as space. But we have not given any placeholder for the same. So that's how column input helps us to read the data. Okay, now let's discuss this point. Embedded this we can, you can read in any order. So now as we are just giving, because data is aligned in the columns, so we can give any column, variable name anywhere, and it will still read. Sorry, let me not change this. I'll just copy this code below. Okay, and I will just save it as column input input English. Okay, and I will just change this variable order now, and we can keep this age here. Okay, and now let's read this. So see again, our data is just getting read properly. So only like order is being order is dependent on the the way you just gave here in the input statement. Like age is just coming first, name is just coming second, city, and then employee ID. But there is no any issue. So we have just mainly verified this point as well. We can read in any order. We can skip any part as well. Okay. So skip part means suppose I don't want to read name from this data. So we can skip this as well. So see, now we are just reading only the age, city, and employee ID. So this also we can just do. These are the, I would say, interview questions as well. And like if you just apply for the certification, we can reread. Reread means like you just see uh, here. Let me just pick the city and right here, city to care. Okay. And we want to read from like two characters only. So I'll just say 22 to 24. So here in the city we are just reading complete values, and here in this city we are reading only the two characters. Okay, which means like we can reread the values as well. So if I just run this, you can just see we are just able to read it this way as well. Okay, so we are getting three characters. Okay, yeah, 22, 23, and 24, three characters. Okay, so this way we can just read values as per our requirement. So we have just discussed this, and this is already I have just explained that we will have to read it only the numeric values. So that's how we can read the data with the help of column input. And if let's discuss this as well quickly, because I just want to prove it that we don't need any separator as well. So I will just write this code here. I'll just give data lines and then this. Okay. And then I'll just pick these values. Okay. So that it is just easy for me to give it properly. It is like 1 to 3, then it is 4 to 16. It should be 16. Let's check it once. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. Yep. Then 17 and 19. Then it is 17 and 17 to 18. And then 17 to 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. It will be 19 to 29. Okay. And now let's read this data. So see, this data is also getting read properly. So we are not getting any issue because in the column input data is there within the column limits. So we don't need to have any delimiter, and whatever columns we will just give, it will just read it properly. So if suppose in the city 2, city 2, we just give suppose 17 to 29. So it will just read age as well with this column. See here. So age is also being read properly, and as it is just missing here, so we don't need to worry about this. But that's how we can reread the values as well. So now we will just learn more about the input styles in the next video. Let's meet in the next video. Till the time, bye bye guys. Happy learning.